Yep. Mic check. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. How's everybody doing, man? Bogey the Savage, Monday Night Raw. Let's talk about it. Like that. We left it late today. Had stuff to do. Couple streams I did earlier on. I think my first stream of today, actually. Got one more to go after this. So, yeah, man. Good spirits, and I hope everyone's taking care of themselves. Everyone's good, healthy. Mental health and all that. Physical health and all that. You get me? Nutrition in order. Might as well ask you about all this stuff because, we're getting the same bigger ends. Funny enough, what's starting to happen on what's been happening on Monday Night Raw about the repetitiveness and the rinse and repeat is what's starting to happen with my reviews of Raw because I could simply just say to you guys, go and watch last week's Raw review, copy and paste it, bring it to today's one. I don't need to say any words. And when I mean I don't need to say any words, I'm talking about my critique of the last Raw is exactly the same as this. We even got some of the same stuff. Like I went obviously when I normally put the thumbnails together, if I want to get like a HD picture, I'll go onto like the WWE website. And I swear, bro, the picture because I had my previous thumbnail saved, the picture that I got for this week's thumbnail of CM Punk with a steel chair was that it's identical to the last week's thumbnail of CM Punk with a steel chair, so I changed it. But you couldn't tell it. If I left my thumbnail the same, you guys would not have known the difference. Nobody would have questioned it. You wouldn't be like, "Oh, Savage, why are you still using the same thumbnail?" No, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. So it is what it is, man. But we're doing Raw reviews, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the hope that at some point it gets a little bit better. Hopefully, but you just never know. Um, but yeah. You know me, but I'm tired of. I don't come on here to do rants and stuff. Sometimes I get a bit animated and stuff like that, but I don't go out my way to do that kind of thing. I think it's kind of cheesy, but if shit pisses me off, it pisses me off, man. And like but let's just say this, innit? The Raw from a week ago, I think it was the Raw from a week ago, or was it 2 weeks ago? It felt like it was the worst Raw that I've watched in like a long time. I'm talking about years. Now I don't know how to rank this one amongst that one because I feel like this one's worse than that one. Like you, obviously we're gonna go through the matches and stuff, but we don't really need to go into detail. But I just need to let you know so you can understand what I'm saying. The pay per view, not the pay per view, the main event of this Monday Night Raw was Rhea Bloody Ripley and Io Sky, who were supposed to hate. They were supposed to not be very nice to each other. Like there's supposed to be some feud going on there. They actually fought at WrestleMania. It was those two against Julia and Roxanne Perez. That was the main event, bro. Like this was not. I just have to listen, man. Son, if let's let my son know this, and it's easier to talk to you through this. Son, if you're watching this, bro, this is the reason why I'm waiting to the last minute to buy our tickets for Royal because I want to treat you and take you there and all that, and in the hopes that maybe I don't know, maybe John Cena's going to be there. He's probably not going to be, but if he is, you get to see John Cena one last time. It'll be cold. I'm just letting you know, son. The price that I'm willing to spend on tickets it's diminishing week on week, and it. So I was gonna get you like front row seats. It's gone back now. It's gone back to like the ninth row, blood. And if Raw gets worse, we're sitting in the nosebleeds, bro. Luckily in Birmingham, the nosebleeds are still really good seats, bro. But I'm on about like I'm looking to play. I ain't looking to pay more than 55 quid, blood, and that's with booking fees. And I'm just letting you know, I don't care about being on TV, so I don't need to be in the hard cam and that pause. I'll just be in the corner somewhere, bro, with my hoodie on, bro. I ain't gonna wear no savage gear there so man know it's me. I don't want to be known. I don't want to be seen. Don't ask me any questions. Just let me yeet and sit in the corner, blood. Yeah? Because if this is the role we're getting now, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. Big up Morris, big up Ends. Bear in mind, pretty sure we didn't even see Rhea once throughout a show before she came out in the main event. Yeah, we didn't see her. We didn't see it, bro. Like, I don't understand. I'm always gonna put this disclaimer there because I don't ever want some wrestler to bump into the video and I think that man's just slaughtering them because I think they're a dickhead. I already think they're talented, and I'm actually a fan of the people. Like the people in the main event. Fan is probably I like them. I like Roxanne anyway. I think Julia's dope. Although I do feel like the internet wrestling crowd are a bit. They're a bit. Let's be honest, man. Them are a bit overhyped on people from New Japan and Star Wrestling and all that. Like you, basically, if you're from Japan, everyone just overgasses everything, bro. Where that's fine, but they're all going to be great in the ring. And so then, what else have they got to their character? Like Julia was a. They had Julia being a killer for the last 7 months on NXT. She lost her title to Stephanie, and now she's shit, brother. Like seriously, they had her being the new Oscar on NXT, and now she's somehow, I don't know if she went to some Caribbean shop and that, but now she got braids and that, and she's moving crazy. Roxanne was one of the best heels on NXT. They brought her to the main roster. They put her in a segment with Bayley just so she can keep losing to Bayley, and then win a match in a roll up, but then lose when it counted. And now she just jobs out to anyone. And again, why are at this point? I swear, when the match finished today, Rhea Ripley and Io looked like they had some lesbian relationship. Why would they sit in there just smiling at each other, bro? Like, weren't you and Bianca smushing Io in the face about 4 weeks ago? Didn't she whoop your ass at WrestleMania and she retained her title because of that? Like, there's no continuity in the whole show, blood. It's all over the place. Trash, blood. But anyway, I digress, blood. Car is what it is. Deontay said, "Did Hunter get bored of Julia already? Bored of Julia? She's in the main event. She's in, she's in the main event. That don't seem like it's bored to me. That seems like all the people that have been 4-star Triple H's favorites, bro. And it makes sense because everyone who's left and done interviews or podcasts and all that, especially the older ones, they're always quick to say like, yeah, it was decent there, but it's not Triple H guy and that. So now we're not using no Vince, and Vince ain't here, blood. He's been gone for time, bro. He's been gone over a year, way over a year now. So they got no excuse. They even got rid of Bear, the writers, and all that stuff that Vince was there. Apart, it's only really Pritchard. Maybe he was Pritchard the whole time, bro, because he's still there. But man can't be out here blaming Vince for nothing, bro. Like this man's out here just in the gym, bro, just getting old, enjoying his money. Like, nah, man. You sound like the Liverpool fans when they blame Klopp for stuff when it's already done. But nah, it's over with, bro. There's new managers running the shit, blood. There's somebody owning the company different. Huh? There's TKO owning the company. There's Ari Emanuel being the CEO. I just saw something from the one of the heads of TKO as well talking about they're gonna reduce the live shows even more. And I get why they're reducing the live shows even more because this is a live show. This is a regular live show, so they're going to reduce the live shows even more. He said also he wants to reduce the pay-per-views so everything can feel a bit more special. Funny enough, I kind of agree with that because as we just saw, we got Backlash and WrestleMania within 3 weeks of each other, and you saw the result, bruv. Backlash sucked. So I kind of agree with that, but if you're going to take away the live shows and take away the pay-per-views, you can only do that if the stories that you're putting out on your screen are like must watch, must see. If they're not, then what you gonna do? But I think what pro wrestling is gonna turn into, because it's not going anywhere, like it's never gonna go out of business. I think what pro wrestling is gonna turn into is just wrestling. I think it's gonna turn into like New Japan and that, where it's just. I mean, they've even the fact that they acquired AAA. It's like okay, so that's just more wrestling. Evolve, more wrestling. I don't know. I don't know. Listen, after I let you know, I couldn't give a shit about the results in any of tonight's matches. Because let me ask you, do you think any result in tonight's matches even helped any story? Did it move anything on anywhere? No result into the bro. No result helped wrestling at all tonight. None, none at all. So, hey, man. Listen, I don't like I said, I'm a bit in a I'm a bit in limbo when it comes to this Raw because it feels like the worst Raw. To be honest, bro, I just feels like the worst shit I've seen. So, what can I do, eh? What can I do? Man, even got my dad messaging me while I'm on stream. But yo, pops, relax, bro. What are you talking about? Pops and my son messaging me at the same time. That they in cahoots, blood. I already know, bro. Something's going on there, but they ain't trying. Yo, right. Let's get to the show. I took some notes, but my notes are dead because they're just bullet points of trash, rubbish. But um, hey, hey, and I know we're getting to the point now where like every time I say something, now everyone's just gonna probably sound too negative, so everyone wants to big up other stuff. But I don't care. I don't care. I'm not bigging up stuff just because it was decent. And speaking of decent, this CM Punk promo, got the promo on Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. We saw how last week's show ended how this one started. But it wasn't really a continuation, it was completely different. Um Spoke about how disappointed he was in Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman mashed him up before back in the day. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember he said that he beat him up with the ladder. I remember Paul Heyman being on top of the cell, beating the shit out of you with a kendo stick. So, and then I remember you being like handcuffed or something, and him beating the shit out of you in the ring. So, yeah, you was trustworthy of Paul, and he was stupid. Um, we got the normal Triple H brawl in it. Like it's Monday's Triple H brawl. CM Punk comes out, cuts a promo. Paul Heyman and Braun Seth come out. Then they go to attack Punk, and then Sami Zayn comes out, and then they're outnumbered. So then Jey Uso comes out, and then now the heels are outnumbered, which makes no sense. Creativity 101, wrestling 101, scripting 101, Superman and the heel 101. Bruv, like, why would the. Think of what I'm saying here. Why would the heels be outnumbered? Does that even make sense? Like, if you want to get back, you need the heels to have more people than the baby faces, bro. They just get left standing tall for no reason. And we know. I said last week it's going to lead to a tag team match, and guess what happened after Raw? They announced a tag team match for Saturday Night Main Event. Oh wow, it's going to be brilliant. Sami Zayn and CM Punk take on Seth and Braun Breaker. Who the fuck cares, bro? Who cares about that match, man? Is somebody going to get a title shot of winning it? Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Outrageous TV blood. And you know, when you'll realize, as this show goes on, if you didn't watch it, you'll realize where you see Jey Uso again. And if something's felt weird about putting Jey Uso in the first segment. Yeah, as you can see, he came out like he was ready to fight, no top on and all that. Then they put him in the segment after with back ready, like glasses on, ready to eat, and like it just didn't feel right. It feels like if you do it the other way around, where he does a promo first and then comes out later. But to do this and then come out, it doesn't make any sense. But hey, I don't write the show, do I? So, oh yeah, there was no Logan Paul as well. Just to add that in there. So they built this story between Logan and Jay for no reason. Also, I guess Logan's allowed to have a title shot because he punched Jay. No reason for it, just punch Jay so he can have a title shot. Which begs the question: why don't Roman Reigns just punch people then so you can get yourself a title shot? It doesn't make any goddamn sense, blood. So, hey, hey, Penta versus Gable. Uh, he won. Penta versus Gable. Wasn't Penta versus Al Americano, who's the person that interfered in the match, by the way. Penta against Gable. So, I guess Al Americano's better than Chad Gable. But I don't have anything else to say on this match, so um, let's use not do. Let's just move on because who the fuck cares? Penta looked cool. He always looks cool. He's got a great entrance. Penta, bro. Chad Gable's a great wrestler, but whatever. Life, innit? God help Jordan or Jordan Grace. Yeah. I don't know about Jordan Grace a bit like she's good man, but I don't know, man. I saw the couple moves that she was doing the other day, blood, and she nearly broke someone's neck, boy. So I don't know. She needs to relax a piece, bro. But uh, who knows? Anyway, what was the next part of this after this Penta match broke off? Yeah. This thing what made no sense either, and this the Viking experience, the Viking Raiders, the Viking Party, bro, the Viking on Netflix, bro. They had the match against American Alpha, which was off the back of Chad Gable having a match, whatever. And yeah, they lost. Did they lose? They lost, didn't it? I swear they lost, bro. Brother, no one cares, bro. No one cares, bro. No one cares. Basically, none of us rated Viking Raiders anymore. Anyway, we know they're good in the ring and they can move for big guys and that. Nobody cares about Viking Raiders. And they lost their titles to New Day. And you don't keep the titles looking strong when the people that you just beat just get thrown around and get fed to like American Alpha who don't do anything anyway. And I like American Alpha as wrestlers, but they don't do anything. They don't win matches. So now you've lost to them. You're just another scrub on the card. And now it doesn't matter, bro. I don't give a damn if there's New Day distractions or whatever at ringside. You lost in it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's a great way to make people feel not important on the roster, and the fans will not make. You know what I mean? The fans won't find it important either. So, hey man, this is do we want to? You know what I mean? Do the TV? It's kind of one of those ones, but hey, wow. As you can see on the screen, Jay's back ready, hair done, glasses on, yeeting through the crowd again, gold chains on. That's fine. I just don't understand why this wasn't before you came and helped in the beginning of the show. But all right. Um well Morris said it here. Why's Gunn forgot a random rematch when I thought the rematch clause was no longer? Bro, I'm with you, bro. I don't know. I mean, I guess to him it's not a rematch because he said that I'm gonna said he actually said I'm gonna be watching you and Logan, and whoever wins, I'm gonna be ready to fight them. So technically, if Logan wins, it ain't a rematch, I guess. Bro, the whole thing's stupid. The whole thing's stupid. It just basically means you can just have a match in it. When you want a title shot, just come out to the ring and say I'm having a title shot, and you'll get your title shot. And guess what? You don't even have to speak to Adam Pearson that in the ring. You don't have to speak to nobody. You just go out and say I'm having a title shot, and you get one. And we know that's right. Seth said he was having a title shot. He had one. Seth said he can give Sami Zayn a title shot. He could have got one. Gunther's gonna have another title shot because obviously he's all power Gunther now because you beat Pat McAfee, bro. Pat McAfee, by the way, who was back on commentary, bro. So that's how much you didn't mash Pat McAfee up. They couldn't even be bothered to keep Pat McAfee off TV for 1 week. Like, oh, he's got bruised ribs. You know what I mean? His windpipe got burst and nothing. He had a red eye. He had glasses on. Back on commentary, fine. I'm sorry, man, but this promo just made Gunter look shit again, bro. And also, Jay didn't say shit. Like Jay just let him speak, and it was kind of it. And again, we know the reason why Logan just gets these spots because I had Triple H say the other day, they was asking about like celebrity wrestlers and all that stuff, and then Triple H said I don't really count Logan within the celebrity ones because he's part of the roster now. He does that's fine. So if you don't count him as part of the celebrity people anymore, then that means he shouldn't be getting special treatment. So you should be fighting for. He should be like he was doing before, US title and stuff like that. Like, why does he get to go straight to the top of the card when he hasn't done anything? He still loses quite a lot of matches. And apart from the fact that his company sponsors use like Prime, that's the only reason I can think of. Logan literally just does stuff and gets it. You don't remember that Logan had a match against Roman Reigns, bro, for the title out of nowhere, bro. And then he just decides that I'm going to punch Jay in the face and get a title shot, and he got one. Big up to Logan, and I ain't even mad at you, bro. It's not your fault; it's their fault. They don't make any damn sense. Why is Gunther and Jay and Logan on Raw? I don't know, bro. Have no idea. I have no idea. I told you about that Saturday night main event, bro. Like, it's gonna be trash, bro. It's gonna be trash. Good very much sense, man. Um, we did have the segment just before with backstage segment when we had Steph and Bron and Paul Heyman basically talking about how those guys got the upper hand on them and all that stuff. And then he said to Bron, "You can leave, you can go home." But he said, "Before you go, I got something I need you to do for me." And then he whispered to him, "I was going to ask you like this, innit? Obviously, you kind of have to ignore that the cameras are in the locker room because it's a TV show. So you get me. When I'm watching movies, I'm not going to say, 'Oh, there's a producer there.' No, it's a TV show. Fine. Why did Seth whisper? It was only them two and Paul Heyman in there. So what's he whispering about? But obviously, he whispered, 'Hey, you know what? Before you go, I beg you attack Jey Uso in the hallway, please.'" All right, top plan, bro. Top plan, architect, bro. Man put together a blueprint to attack Jay. All right, I guess so. I guess if that's what you want to do, I don't know. I don't know. That tag team still needs a third member. Listen, at this point, bro, mash up the whole thing already, but I couldn't give a shit, bro. Like, I couldn't give a damn if it's obviously they've been teasing and they teased again today. Waller and Austin Theory. Sheamus says he wants to fight Waller now, which I knew he would do anyway. Before Austin Theory already. They're probably going to break up soon, within maybe the next 2-3 weeks. Maybe at Saturday Night Main Event, that tag team match, Austin Theory comes out and helps them. Maybe. I'll be honest, bro. I'll just rather them get a woman in. I'd rather just get them a woman and do something different. In fact, just get Becky in and stop the foolishness, bro. Because if Becky starts getting special treatment in the gang while Bron's there, then Bron will start feeling like a third wheel in it. And then when they do that, hey, good stuff. Bron can attack. Weird. Very strange business, man. Very strange. Obviously, when he did this, he got attacked backstage. This was a weird way to attack. So we went to backstage again, and this is now I realize that this is a pattern. It's not. It's obviously some story they're building up with Ludwig because it went backstage. Ludwig's talking to Kathy Kelly. She's like, "Oh yeah, Ludwig, blah blah blah. We haven't seen you on the show for weeks and that." And then obviously when he goes to speak, this is always funny, isn't it? The way they let us know that someone's been attacked in WWE is somebody must just drop a pole on the floor in it so you can hear it rattle. It's the same noise every single time. A pole rattles like some scaffolding fell down, and then someone's on the floor, and then like the hurricane always comes out of nowhere and it's like, "We need some help over here. We need some help." There's fucking 2 referees and 2 producers, bro. What do you mean we need some help over here? He's only holding his arm. He's not bleeding from the head. Bro, if I was out and somebody just fell on the floor and I was going to help them, I wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, we need some help over here, guys." What the fuck? Somebody get a medic. And then every time the person who attacks the person, he's just standing there and it's, get them away. Get them away. Get them away. Get them away. Not get them away, call the police, not you suspended, not get him out of the building, not call security, get him away. And then the person always does the cheeky villain laugh. Ha ha ha. I got you, man. And then leaves, bro. Same stupid scaffolding noise every stupid week, blood. It doesn't matter if it's Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, Enzo Amore, blood, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan. It don't matter who it is. It's the same scaffolding rattle on the floor, bro. It's cheesy, bro. It's cheesy. And it's always like from the side angle of like the person who's being interviewed. It's not behind them where they can't see. It's at the side angle, which means while Kaiser was cutting his promo, Jey Uso was already there. But his best friend was just in the ring cussing Jey Uso, bro. So you just left him there and didn't say anything to him. You didn't even go like, "Yo, Jey, you prick." You didn't say anything. You watched him there the whole time. You didn't even react when whatever Bron Breakker did to him, you didn't even react. I'm going to let you not know what the story is with Kaiser right now, just so you can get this in your head. His story is, every time he has an interview, someone distracts him. Every time he gets an interview, WWE cut his time short. Basically doing exactly what they did with New Day. Remember when New Day turned heel? And every time they tried to get TV time, they would move on to somebody else, or somebody would get attacked, or they'd be like, "We need to cut back to commercials." They're doing that with Kaiser. Then what's going to happen is, because this all started when Kaiser was saying that he was being disrespected when he was in Europe. He had the turtleneck on and that. So what we're going to have is Kaiser every week saying, "You're getting out of hand now. You're disrespecting me." And then one day he's gonna have a male interviewer like Byron Saxon or someone, and he's gonna hit them, and he's gonna snap, he's gonna hit them. He's like, oh my god, I'm fed up with being disrespected, and then he's gonna get a match what he wants, and then he's gonna get battered. Then he's gonna get battered. Ethan Page is the perfect person to add to the Seth Rollins group, but what for what reason though? He's great on the mic and stuff, but for what reason? Like, you know what I realized as well? You see how they brought Corn on the Cob in at Backlash, bro. This is not against Corn on the Cob, bro. So WWE are just releasing people and then bringing more people in. That doesn't help. If you was at work, it's like, oh yeah, we got to make some cuts to the workforce, and that's too many, man. So last in, they're going to be the first ones out. Sorry, like first come, first serve, and all that business. And then you get rid of like 10 members of staff, and then you come back to work on Monday, and then the empty computers have got 10 more people there. Like, brother, you just got rid of my bridging for the sake of it. Now, if WWE just told the truth and said, "No, we got nothing for, we don't," but with all the people that got released, there's no way you look at them people and say, "We had nothing for you, bro." Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Because you're gonna employ the same people. Like, forget how I think about like Roxanne and Julia and all that stuff. And there is a valid reason that if they say Dakota Kaiser was injured, so we wanted to get off the wage bill safe, and it makes sense. If it's just like Dakota Kai talent, so you think that replacing Dakota Kai with like Roxanne Perez on the main roster or Julia on the main roster makes a difference? It's the same shit. It's the same stuff. They're gonna end up with the baby bodies anyway. What the? You know what that's like? That's like getting rid of. Say that Garza was still on NXT. That's like getting rid of Humberto and bringing Garza from NXT, bro. What's the point? What's the point, bro? It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? It's like getting rid of American Alpha and then bringing Hank and Tank from NXT up. For what? Same shit. The same shit. It don't make any damn sense, man. It's gonna get to the point where people on NXT are gonna do what they did before, where they want to just stay there. I can't even find my boy Pete Blood. I just keep seeing him everywhere else. But wrestling, bro. They brought him back. They brought him back with Tyler, New Catch Republic. I can't stand that name. But the New Catch Republic, they brought him back together. And then we ain't seen him since. Didn't even want to use him on the UK tour, bro. You know how bad that is? Hey, listen, man. Mazzoline, bro. Mazzoline. We had a Becky Lynch promo. Yeah, we had a Becky Lynch promo. She said some stuff. She said some Becky stuff. She was breathing through her teeth. She said some Becky stuff. Okay. She's trying. We did have Finn and AJ as well. I don't know why it's not showing up on here somewhere, but I've got it written down. We had Finn and AJ in a singles match because, trust me, there's every now and again I watch a match and I'm like, damn, how much is wrestling fell off? Well, this is the one. Finn and AJ in like 2018, 2017 is like, you got people online talking about this is a dream match, innit? Bullet Club. Oh my god. Finn, AJ, Prince Devitt, the phenomenal one, the demon. Oh my god. They both were leaders of the Bullet Club. Can you imagine? Brother, now it's on a regular Raw and nobody cares, blood. Brother, it's on a regular Raw, bro. It's on I can't believe it. It's just the same as when I see like Nakamura and I'm like, I remember NXT. I remember like WWE SummerSlam Brooklyn. Oh my god, Nakamura, man came out with the violin. The crowd was popping. The violin dude was killing it. The crowd was going, oh my god, Jinder Mahal and Nakamura. Nope. That Nakamura don't exist anymore, bro. What can you do, eh? What can you do? Yeah, the mighty have fallen, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Think of all the people that were like popping around at time prior to COVID. Braun Strowman was at the top of the card. In some way, he was fighting Roman, he was fighting Brock, he was fighting Kane, he was fighting Samoa Joe. Top of the card, bro. Finn Balor. top of the card, then he got injured, then he was mid card but Intercontinental title, and he was fighting like the Miz and all that for the top. But he still was Finn Balor, bro. AJ Styles was the champion, bro. Fighting up Dean Ambrose and all that business. Ellsworth was in his corner. Brother. Bailey was cashing in money in the banks. Bro. Yo, brother, I don't even know what to, I don't even, I'm lost for words. Yeah. And speaking of lost for words, let's get to the main event. Because someone has to explain to me how early in 2025, 2 weeks removed, 3 weeks removed from WrestleMania, 2 weeks. How? No disrespect to the ladies, but how? How? Rhea Ripley. Now, I already mentioned it, bro. You didn't hear it. I just mentioned Sheamus and Waller, bro. You didn't nothing else to say on it. I said that. That's how we got sport. That's how we ended up speaking about Theory in the first place. I don't know what you was doing when you used to have your fingers in your ears for the last 5 minutes. Yeah. Don't need much time, bro. No one gives a shit. Speaking of that, I have to reiterate, bro. 2025, a few weeks removed from WrestleMania, bro. A main event, not a match, not a mid-match, not the beginning of the card. The main event when everyone's gonna go home after, bro. Rhea Ripley, Neo Sky versus Roxanne and Julia Blood. Oh my god, bro. Make it make sense. Please, somebody make it make sense for me. Because I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I might not know what I'm talking about. How is this the main event? How? They haven't even built Roxanne and Julia up in the company. Like, most of the fans still don't know who they are, bruv. It's funny enough, especially Julia. They just assume that everyone who's a wrestling fan watches like all the stuff in Japan. We know that the WWE Raw fans don't even watch NXT because the numbers show that it's about half of them. What the fuck, bro? Obviously, Rhea and that's gonna win. What are we expecting to see Rhea and Io lose, bro? To essentially nobody's. What the fuck? And what's Julia's moniker, her name, and that? Was it the Beautiful Madness? What? Is that what it is? The Beautiful What? Beautiful Madness. Sounds very similar to the Empress of Tomorrow, blood. Nothing makes sense, bruv. The whole point of a Beautiful Madness is an oxymoron, bruv. And you know what? Maybe it does make sense because the whole character's an oxymoron. We get it. You're from Japan and you don't look entirely Japanese. We get it. You got braids this week. We get it. All right. What else in it? What else? And where's Stephanie Vaquia gone all of a sudden? She had too much. She had too much cheek for the main roster. Where's she gone? They sent the devil back to hell, blood. She came in with the Baphomet horns and that, bro, and then she just disappeared, bro. But Booker T miss her or something. Stop bringing them on. If you don't want to showcase the NXT talent, or if you do want to showcase them and leave them there so the people can get. Don't showcase them and send them back to NXT and just hope that people who watch the main roster is going to go back and watch NXT. They're not. They don't even want to watch this. That was your flipping Raw review, man. 12th of May, 2025, bro. Monday Night Raw. What absolute. Yeah, Deontay, exactly, bro. Exactly. Like, it doesn't translate. Like, this is the worst thing. Nothing. You know why this is the worst thing? Because wrestling is predetermined. If this was a real sport and it didn't translate, let's take the football analogy straight off, innit? If a striker's scoring 30 goals a season in the championship, there is a chance, it's very slim, but there's a chance that it won't transfer over to the Premier League simply because it's the big leagues. It's completely different. Bro, this is wrestling. To translate over from NXT to the main roster, you get to write it in. You get to make people care. You can't make people care in football I can't make you care if I don't score goals in it. Or if I'm a goalkeeper, if I'm leaking goals in. With wrestling, you get to write it in though. You get to like, oh, okay, they don't know who she is. Let me put a vignette together, a video package. Let's build up this character. Let's get backstage segments. Nothing. So now it just looks like we got this thing where these two riffraffs from NXT just keep getting involved in big people's business, bro. Now, I'd be all right with this if it was closing in on Survivor Series and it was going to build to NXT women versus the main roster women. But it's not. It's May. It's May, blood. Listen, I'm out of here, man. That's your Raw review. Listen, I don't know what else to say to you on it. Big up to you guys and that, but you want me to make stuff up so I can stay on longer? I can't do it, blood. There's nothing else to say. In fact, this video didn't even need to be. I could have got this video done in 10 minutes, bro. But I want to just talk to you on it. Because I knew once we got into the play-by-play of Raw, even when I looked at my notes, I was like, yeah, this is going to be over very quick. And what else was missing? Oh, yeah, there was a Rusev promo as well. Well, video package. He's actually making sense on his video package, and that's cool. But sadly, the fans don't care, so it's just whatever. You know what I mean? So, just expect, we got about 3 months. Nobody will care about Rusev. Nobody will care about Aleister Black. Nobody care about Penta. Nobody care about Rey Fenix. Nobody care about Corn on the Cob. Because he's just going to be Tonga Loa, blood. He's just going to be Tonga Loa again. Because when Tonga Loa comes back, when Tama Tonga comes back, when Bronson Reed comes back, and you've got Corn on the Cob, then you've got a whole group of the same people. Disgusting. Anyway, yeah, bring back Lana, fuck it, bro. Gaming with Hurst. I know you're saying please, but I don't know what you're saying please to, so I don't know if I missed one of your messages, but you said please, and then you said, can you please as well? But if it's about to be something rude, don't even bother, bro. I'll let you know that. You get me? Yeah, Morris, this is why you're not looking on the algorithm, blood, because there's already a stream scheduled for 20 minutes, so, you know what I mean? This already scheduled it, bro. I'm going on HUGO Online in 20 minutes. That's why I'm jumping off here now. So I can have a brief break in between, go make a drink and that, you get me? Go look at some birds and that. And I mean real birds, not gal. Real birds and that, you get me? Cuckoo! Hoo! Hoo! Yeah, all of that business. So yeah, if you're on this stream currently and you want more stream and you got nothing to do, HUGO Online, we're going to be live in 20 minutes. I'll say 25 because I'll probably put the thing on for 5 minutes while I'm just chilling there, you get me? Yeah, bro, Morris, stop asking me, bro. You've got YouTube, bro. Hit your notification bell. The thing's already scheduled, bro. You killing me, bro? You killing me? But yeah, let's get that done, man. I ain't expecting much people to be over there because you bums for some reason. You tell a man, oh yeah, so what you doing? Watch along, yeah, you doing WWE, yeah. And then, when you going to do more streams? And then I go, yeah, just head over to HUGO Online and just subscribe in it, and then we'll do more streams. Yeah, I'll be there still. Turn on HUGO. No one's there. It's safe. I don't care anymore because I'm just going to chill and stream because I'm relaxed and I'm all I'm going to do, go on HUGO Online. If you like anything to talk about, we'll chop it up over there. We'll probably jump on Twitter. We'll go through some videos and all that stuff. Maybe do some reactions. Chop it up for about hour and a bit. Get out of here, man. And it still should be early, but love for the love guys and that, man. As I said, we'll be back. Nah, bro, man. Listen, you see, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not the one, bro. You're doing up the Riddler blood. Like, I don't understand what this comment means, bro. I don't understand what these comments mean. I don't understand what you're saying, bro. I'll just block man for winding me up. Still, I can't even lie, blood. Like, it's not that serious to me, but you get me. Man, I'm just moving crazy.